Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add on some eyelashes. I'll be using number 7 lashes. I'm just putting a thin layer of glue on the lash. Okay, so putting this on, this is always the tricky part for me. So let's see if we can get it on there nicely. Okay, so not bad. Okay, one lash on, one to go. Okay, so now we have 2 lashes on. Everything feels pretty good. Alrighty. So next we're on to eyebrows. And I'm just brushing them up to get them straight. And pretty much so I can see the shape. Go ahead and just fill them in very lightly using a red-brown pencil. And dragging it down on the end there. There we go. Fill in this part a little bit more. All right. Already moisturized my skin and prepped it and got it ready for foundation, so that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to put on some foundation. Alright, let's get a brush here. Okay, so the foundation that I'm going to be using is the Moisture Blend by MAC. It's just an oil-based cream. And I'm just going to use a buffing brush to put it on. Okay, so I'm just going to start to buff it into my skin. This one is pretty creamy too. And this particular brush that I'm using is Nothing special, but I like it. It's very inexpensive. And I really just love the way that it buffs on my foundation. Okay. So this is going to give you more of a light coverage. Next, I'm going to add a lighter foundation just as a highlight underneath my eyes and my nose, forehead, and chin area. And the foundation that I'm using for the highlighter, it's a cream. So I'm mixing it right now just with a little bit of moisturizer. And then you can see as I start to pat it on and highlight my skin here. Now this isn't something you want to do every day, you know, doing highlight, contour, and things of the sort, but for like a photo shoot, you know, you're doing photos, headshots, things like that you, you know, maybe shot from different angles and you just really, you know, want your skin to look really good and you know, well defined. This would be, you know, something that you want to do for that. I'm using a lot of it just because when I powder it, I still want to be able to see, you know, a little bit of highlight and shadow. And I'm just patting it on because it really just falls into your skin that way versus doing a lot of rubbing. If you just pat it on, it falls into the skin really nice. And then as you're blending it out, you can, you know, rub it back and forth. To kind of blend it out. It's right down the middle of the nose. And the chin area.